Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Cobx Masters, and the matchup is going to be Tigers versus Detonators. And I'm your caster Terra, and joining me is going to be Nightblade. Hi, man.
Hi, dude.
Looks to be an interesting game. I mean, we have the likes of Dendi, Velo, 1437, Zephyr, Raven. I mean, from Tigers, all these players are very well known. Especially, I think Dendi and 1437, who has played in multiple TIs as well. And on the side of Detonators, we have the likes of Fly Solar, Benha, Samich. I mean, these guys are not random players. These guys are TI playing players who are playing in these teams. So I'm definitely expecting a really good matchup and SF ban in the first phase.
So just looking at the bans here, we can see SF. This is not really common ban. You don't really see that hero ban very often. But I think it's just a pick that they know that Dendi doesn't have that big of a hero pool. I'm guessing since he's like these days he's just picking these static heroes. He's not picking very. So maybe in this they ban SF just so Dendi has a smaller hero pool. And the Nature's Prophet, just a normal ban here. Very meta heroes, so just taking that out.
Yeah, I mean, Dendi SF used to be strong from the time that he used to play during TI1. I mean, his SF was known to be one of the strongest at that time. I understand Detonators thinking in that line. And like you said, I mean, NP is just such a broken position 5. He does so much of damage with the treants and the global presence. It definitely makes a huge impact in that early game.
The best part about the Nature's Prophet is that it's such a versatile pick, since you can make him the off lane, position 5, position 4 also. You can do so many things with Nature's Prophet that it's something you don't want to really give a team that really knows how to utilize it. And you can see the Shaman and the Venge as well being banned. Venge is a bit of a normal ban. I mean, they don't want Tigers. I mean, if they want to pick something like Batrider, they don't want to give away Venge. So maybe that's the indicator to what they want to pick from Detonator. But Shaman being banned now, that's one of the most broken position 4 heroes right now. It does so much damage. It's so good at harassing in the lane. It's just, it can push towers. It has disables. And you can like shackle someone from far away with it.
Yeah, Aetherlin's Shaman is pretty much broken. And what interesting part is they haven't really paid attention to the Darkseer or the Oracle. I think both those heroes have just been so strong, especially the Oracle in the safe lane. I mean, you have the save and you have so much of burst potential in the lane as well as the root factor which is coming out from the first skill. You can stop TPs and does a lot to keep your safe laner sustained. And of course the Abaddon. I think Abaddon does pretty much really good job that the Oracle does in the laning stage, because you can heal your carry and then deny yourself, and
it just does so much damage too. Like you can just spam that on the offlaner, and the offlaner can't really do much, because if he's spanning it from far away, it's not a melee range ability or anything, so it has some range to it, and you can't even stop him from denying himself. Like he's just gonna press Q and he's gonna deny himself, and you're gonna probably repeat. And it's such an annoying hero to deal with, especially if you pair it up with a hero that doesn't lane well, like a Draw Ranger or a Spectre. They don't lane well, so they're gonna take a lot of harass. But if you have an Abaddon that you heal the Draw up or heal the Spectre up, and they have a good lane after that.
It's definitely does a lot in the laning stage, but I feel like Abaddon is just that good only due to the laning stage. I think he needs a lot of items later on to be viable going towards the mid game. And the Earthspirit pickup from Detonators, another hero that puts a lot of pressure on the enemy mid, right? Because of the constant pressure of being ganked by the Earthspirit. It's a very good position for Roma. Played really well by Samich. I don't think it's Samich who is going to be playing it, but Samich used to play a really good Earthspirit at that time. And you have an Enigma Doom pickup immediately by the Tigers.
Super meta picks right now. Just they're picking this Enigma hero has just been so good this patch. Just the fact that you can deny the range creeps from the safe lane. That's already a big deal for the safe lane, as well as taking that to the jungle and just farming up. So your position 4 gets farmed. Doom anyway is gonna get farmed with Devour, and it's a decent, really good combo. Like if they don't have anything to cancel Black Hole, which that's why I don't really like the Enigma first picks usually, because they can pick counters. But you can see that the Venge is being banned out, so that's one of the heroes you just pick up so you can stop the Black Hole from happening. But that's gone, so they're very comfortable to pick up the Enigma now, and I think that's a really good duo pick.
And the other hero, I guess, is Silencer, but they can't really go for the Silencer because they have an Earthspirit, and then they'll be back in lockdown when it comes to the supports.
And also just Silencer not that good.
I mean, he's not been that good of a hero in the lane. Doesn't offer enough.
As soon as they nerfed his third skill, the damage on his third skill it became.
He was broken.
He was really good. When the damage was really high, but then they nerfed that, and now he's become not so good. Like Shaman is just much better.
So they do ban out the Batrider since the Vengeful Spirit was banned out as well. They
Yeah,
didn't
even
want-
Abba was banned out. So then they're like, okay, if the Batrider actually does go into the other team, it's gonna be a problem. So they just remove the Batrider, and Morphling also being banned out here. I just think they don't want to give Morphling right now because there's no real reason. I mean, the troll is there obviously, but it's not a huge reason. But yeah, I think that's just the troll.
Or maybe they are planning on sending the troll mid or picking a lifesteal, or maybe a hero that utilizes Morph really well, I guess. And of course, just in general, a really good hero as well, right? Because he can always sustain the lane.
Yeah.
You just take multiple Iron branches and a couple of tangos, and you're good to go for the laning stage. And farms really fast as well. If you give them off a little bit of space, it becomes a huge problem.
Yeah.
And we have seen so many good players like the likes of Miracle just completely destroying with the Morphling, and so many plays being made with the hero. And Pugna being banned out by Detonators, they don't want to get cheesed, I guess.
Yeah, they push line up from Enigma. They just don't want Enigma to get mech and come with Pugna and just push lanes with Doom, right? Because Doom is also super tanky now with the Devour change, and they can just run them down, especially with a troll that doesn't really contribute much to the mid game.
Yeah.
So if they just run them down with the Eidolons and Pugna, I think it's going to be a little bit too hard for them. As well as the fact that troll gets kited a lot by the Pugna with his Decryptify.
Instant save from the Pugna Decryptify.
Yeah.
So Tigers waiting on their fourth ban. They'll probably be looking to ban out one of the mid laners if they're planning on picking Dendi's mid in the next phase. Probably one of the mids that Dendi, like whoever counters Dendi in the mid lane. Or maybe one of the offlaners. The Darkseer is still outside in the pool. The Oracle is still there because Oracle Troll is also pretty good.
I think the thing about Oracle is that if there's no Darkseer anyway, you're not going to ban the Oracle. Yeah. So like either the one team picks up Darkseer Oracle, or one player picks up Darkseer and the Oracle is banned, or the one team picks up Oracle and the Darkseer is banned. It's never going to be an Oracle versus Darkseer most of the time. Yeah.
So they do ban out the Magnus. Magnus Troll, it's pretty good. It has been played multiple times, and you can play it as version 5 even, because you're just there for the Empower.
And also if you do get enough farm for a Blink, it becomes a huge deal after that. So I mean, obviously Empower Troll is just very, very strong, so I don't want to give that too. So I think that's just a decent ban. They just don't want to give it to Troll. The thing about Troll is that if he doesn't have that Empower ability, he's not going to get fast farm, and Tigers still have the opportunity in their draft to push with this Enigma and the Doom. So I think they just want to say, if we want to keep our options open, so then we're going to ban out the Magnus, so we know that the Troll's not going to get that much farm, so we still have the opportunity to push if we really need to.
And they go with the Lich as well, so they're going for a lot of wombo combo here. Lich, Doom, Enigma. I think right now what they're looking for is someone to go and maybe start a little bit of chaos so that the Enigma can come in later on and get the black hole. You're not going to just get an opportunity to just 5-man black hole someone. You need someone to just jump in, create some chaos so that they go on that hero, and then you jump in and black hole afterward. So they do pick up the Oracle Troll. I think Oracle, like I said, Oracle Troll, I feel like it's pretty good. Oracle in general is a really good hero, and coupled with the Troll, you have your Troll ulti to save yourself, then you have the Oracle ulti to follow up afterwards.
It's just the Oracle ulti, and then even if you take a lot of damage in Oracle ulti, you can pop the Battle Trance, and then you won't die. So that's the combo, but the only problem with this Oracle here is that the Doom can Doom the Troll, and he won't be able to Battle Trance even during the Oracle ulti. So they need to be a little bit careful about that, but it's still a good combo. And I when you told me about the Enigma needing to counter-initiate rather than initiate, they do have the Doom for that. Doom can just run in, I guess, with the second skill from Lich, the Frost Armor skill. I think it's called Frost Shield now.
Frost Shield,
so you can just run in with Doom and then start the fight like that. But let's see if that's enough right now. And we see the Oracle being picked up. I think it's going to be picked up with the Darkseer, most probably. You either see them both in a team or not really on the opposite sides. A PA here. PA is
not too bad against heroes like Squishy as the Oracle, and even the Earthspirit for that matter.
That is very
low armor, dies very fast. And especially since you want to burst that Oracle down at the start of the fight, you don't want to be running into these heroes at the start. And they do pick up the Darkseer. I mean, like you said, Oracle Darkseer, you either pick them both up together or you don't. Basically, you don't pick either one. You just pick both of them.
And the PA, I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's amazing. I think there could have been a few more picks for them to pick. Other than the PA, like I don't mind Juggernaut also, but I think this PA might take a little too long to come online here. It's super greedy draft coming from Tigers right now. Their mid game looks a bit questionable if they don't have Black Hole. Like if Black Hole is off cooldown, it's going to be hard for them so far.
I mean, all the series other than the Lich needs a lot of farm, right? I mean, Doom needs a lot of farm, Enigma needs, PA obviously needs a lot of farm to be because when you're going towards mid game, you need at least a Desolator, BKB in your back inventory to be able to do anything during a fight. They do ban out the Ember Spirit. Tigers, I think, very decent ban because right now Detonators are looking for someone to take fights early on with. Since they want to couple the Earth Spirit, someone who has kill potential.
Yeah. Also, just the fact that he can change the Enigma if he doesn't have BKB. You don't want to give such a strong hero that counters Enigma kind of easily to the enemy team. And also, it just pairs well with the Detonator lineup. He can jump in with the Spirit. He can get saved by the Oracle. He does a lot of AoE damage with the Darkseer Vacuum. So you just don't want to give that really strong hero that synergizes well in the meta. To Detonator here.
So Detonators looking for the last ban. Probably Dendi's hero here because Tigers are yet to pick up their mid.
Yeah.
And likewise, Detonators also need their mid, so they did ban out the Ember. What are the options that Tigers have here?
So right now, Tigers.
I feel like OD is there if they really want to, but
OD,
again they're running into greed.
They need something to either start like I said before. They need they have the Doom, but if the Enigma's gonna jungle, Doom's not gonna get too much. Yeah. So they need something to burst down enemy hero at the start of the fight immediately. So there's so many. There's Quap, there's Puck. There's so many heroes that they can pick that can get in, silence, immediately delete someone and just get out before the wombo combo comes in. If they fight 5v4, I'm pretty sure Tigers will always win in those fights.
For sure, because the lineup is as such. There's so much of AoE control, and if they're taking one hero down, it's going to be easy for them.
Yeah.
And Detonators, they do ban out the DK, so probably looking to pick up a Quap here, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's like a block pick as well. Picking up the Quap. The Detonators know that the Quap, they want something to burst down the enemy heroes, and Quap is a decent pick because it's good against heroes like Razor, because Razor is really good against Troll. He's really decent against Darkseer. So if you pick up the Quap, it basically blocks the Razor, which is right now what happens. So now Tigers feel like I don't want to pick Razor mid because there's a Quap there, because Quap's pretty decent against Razor. So maybe they'll go for some other burst hero mid.
They have Viper as well.
Yeah. So the thing is, they don't want to pick up the Viper because the break doesn't do much. Yeah, the break doesn't do too much in this lineup. And we didn't talk about it, but the Darkseer's lane looks really good right now. Just against this PA Lich, they don't have anything to deal with the Iron Shell. So right now it looks really good. And so you see the Puck being picked up. So that's a pretty even matchup mid. I don't think it really wins mid or loses mid, depending on the players. Because
it's a very skilled matchup. So if both players are equally skilled, I think it's just going to be a break-even lane. And then, of course, signature hero for him has played Puck multiple times, and we've all been a fan of Dendi Puck. So we get to see him here at Cobx Masters as well. So just about to get into the game. Samich on that offlane Darkseer. We have Ben-Hur playing that mid Queen of Pain, and Earth Spirit being played by... Who is he playing? Happy Luke?
Yeah.
Happy Luke is playing that position for Earth Spirit.
Yeah. And on Tigers, it's just Dendi Puck, Raven playing PA, 1437 Lich, Velo on the Doom, and Zephyr on the Enigma. And just talking about the Darkseer, I think that they have to switch lanes on Tigers, because they have no way they can deal with this Darkseer right now. The PA has to either predict the lanes and go, or scout the lanes and try and dodge this. Otherwise, it's going to be a really tough time.
I mean, you put the Doom in the Darkseer lane and they should be good to go, because you can always devour with the creep with the Iron Shell on.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still going to be difficult. We'll see. But that is a decent counter, I guess. Put the Doom against the Darkseer. But, Darkseer can always Iron Shell himself. So there's that. You can't really devour the Darkseer. So
it would be pretty cool. Devour him, keep him
for 5 seconds or something, and it debuffs the stuff. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Would be the most broken hero on the map. But
yeah.
So waiting for the game to start up.
Yeah. Just game's gonna start up in a few seconds here.
Okay, so we are into the game, and the initial smoke being used by Detonators here, going in for that rune fight. I guess they want to secure at least a minimum of 2 runes. They don't, because I feel like the early game rune fight is not strong. If they run into a none of these heroes can take a rune 2x2.
Yeah.
Because you have the Lich, you have the Doom, the Enigma. They do a lot. They have a disable, whereas they only have an Earth Spirit to technically disable anyone if they go for a rune fight.
Yeah.
So they want to have multiple heroes trying to go for this.
Yeah, and just the fact that I don't think either team has a decent level 1.
Yeah.
Like, okay, there's Earth Spirit, Oracle, but it still doesn't do enough damage, I feel like, especially with the Darkseer with level 1 Iron Shell. It's okay, it's not bad if you get double Iron Shell, but if it doesn't work out, Darkseer loses a lot of mana, and then he needs the mana for the lane, so you don't want to risk anything. So right now, I think, yeah, you can see in this top lane the Enigma just getting ready to deny, and the PA staying mid. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so they're changing lanes now, since the PA did show herself in the bot lane when they were scouting the rune here to Darkseer, so PA is immediately going top, scouting the lanes and switching, because you can't really face the Darkseer with the PA.
They might lose out on the runes here because Detonators are contesting this. They want the runes. They might not actually get a single rune here.
Oh my goodness.
That's 4 runes at the start of the game going in favor of Detonators, which is really bad. That's quite a good bit of gold coming your way, especially for the mid lane, right? Because the Queen of Pain is going to have that advantage over the Puck. And that even matchup just became in favor of the Queen of Pain, just the extra farm.
Yeah, it's like more than 100 gold in favor already just because of the runes right now. And Dendi's going to have a little bit of a rough time against this Cop right now. And meanwhile, the bot lane, we can see the double Iron Shell.
Double Iron Shell, clear the creeper. So Doom will have to tank the creeper that is coming towards him. And cannot really do anything about it because they can keep doing this. And there is no way that the Doom can contest.
Yeah.
And since the Enigma is looking to jungle and keep denying the Troll's farm top, I don't think he'll have any support bottom lane.
Yeah, and I think top lane is going to be fine. For the PA is going to get obviously harassed a lot just because she's in the off lane and she's, not going to get a lot, especially when the Enigma is going to be jungling, I'm guessing. Yeah. So PA is going to have a little bit of a rough time at the start, but she's going to have an okay time. I don't think she's going to have as bad of a time as with the Darkseer.
And right now, I mean, they're making the best out of the bad situation, right? I feel like they were pressured into these picks, and Tigers don't really have the best draft when it comes to laning stage.
Yeah.
But if it does come to a fight, if they can take the fight properly, I think Tigers definitely have a really good fight game. Meanwhile, mid lane, we just see a little bit of, trade going between Dendi and Benha here. Taking even amount of damage. I guess Queen of Pain looking to harass Dendi out because he knows that he had that extra gold advantage, and Dendi's going to take a longer time to get the region out. And stuff like that, because already Queen of Pain's region is on the way, whereas Dendi still has not. And the courier was killed.
Yeah, the courier was taken out.
That's why the engagement was.
Oh right, the Queen of Pain getting the courier. That's why she blinked. Right. Okay.
I was like wondering why they were like fighting that early on, and Queen of Pain on that high ground trying to fight up against the Puck was a bit weird.
Yeah.
And again, putting a lot of pressure. Cop now knows that Puck has no region coming to him for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, so she's going to be playing super aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in this bot lane, as you can see, they're just diving the Doom here, just trying to mess with his farm, mess with everything he's doing right now. And it's super hard since they're not using Iron Shell on the creeps, so Doom's not able to devour those creeps too. They're just using it on the Earth Spirit and the Darkseer. So right now it's a little bit hard for this Doom to, do anything in this lane.
Oh no, Doom was trying to pull the creep.
Oh, he was trying to get the creep camp. But it got blocked by the Earth Spirit, so yeah.
Nice little play there from Happy Look there. Stopping the Doom trying to pull that camp into the creeper so that he can farm it safely. Not really working out. And top lane, PA is, doing okay. They are even on CS against the Troll. Definitely a better lane than running into the Darkseer. Meanwhile, the Queen of Pain actually picks up a region rune. I feel so bad for Dendi right now.
Yeah, Dendi is having a very, very sad lane right now since...
But at least he's ahead in CS. And doing better than the Quap regarding farm. But if this Quap can put enough pressure...
Yeah, it's going to be super hard for Dendi to be able to do too much.
Nice dodge.
The bot lane.
Meanwhile, Doom is getting run over bottom lane, double Iron Shell, doing quite a bit of damage, but he will be able to use the Scorch Earth and immediately salves up as well. That's the thing though, the Darkseer Earth Spirit is going to have a really hard time killing the Doom, even though they can pressure him quite a bit.
Yeah.
But getting a kill off him is definitely going to be he's so tanky with the Scorch Earth, the heal coming out, and that movement speed definitely going to help. Meanwhile, mid lane, Queen of Pain getting pressured pressured in the park quite a bit. like we said before, like he has no region coming for him,
Yeah.
and just taking complete advantage of this. And Benha realizing that I think he is behind
Oh, in the
last
top lane, we might see a kill coming.
top lane. Lich falling out really low, couple of more hits away, and they will get first blood. That is Fly solo with that first blood onto the Lich. Raven also taking quite a bit of damage. I think that's the only way you get a kill, right? You need to go on the Lich on this top lane.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
killing the PA for sure.
There's no way you kill the PA.
And that was the best that they
I
could
think he
do.
just wants a creep from this camp, but they keep blocking it, and it's very difficult for him. Like if he gets a Satyr creep or something, he
Yeah.
gets a lot more regen, and he's much happier in the lane. But
I think
right
it's
now,
+4 region or something.
yeah, it's a lot.
Quite good.
Yeah.
And I feel like, the next rotation is like the first rotation is going to be at the 5-minute mark. I think Quap or the Puck is definitely going to be looking for a kill at that point. And Quap again putting so much of pressure. Dendy trying to go for the rune here, but Queen of Pain blinks forward, so rune getting denied.
Yeah.
And Queen of Pain is so much of regen right now. He's catching up to the Puck reasonably well after losing. Oh, Korea.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah,
Almost
close.
Korea taken back from the Radiant side there, but nonetheless not taken. And this Doom getting dived again. This Doom is just not happy, he keeps getting dived, and right now he's okay. He has a few levels in Scorched Earth, so he's able to run around and avoid engagements. We see a roll, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's so fast when he has Scorched Earth on.
Yeah. There is no way that they catch up, but I think Doom was trying to create a little bit of space where he can maybe turn around and go for the bounty rune. But meanwhile, Enigma is here as well. They want to try and turn this around. They should have waited.
Yeah,
I think a bit of a miscommunication.
No, the creeps came to the high ground, so
Yeah, Doom should have waited a little bit until the Enigma actually
maybe.
came.
Oh, and the top lane, we might see an engagement here.
Top
Well,
lane, Queen of Pain jumps in, but he has the haste rune.
Oh.
That's where the haste rune comes in handy because he was able to contest. So that is 4 runes going in favor of
Oh,
Detonators
no.
again.
That's not something you want, for sure.
Yeah.
You really don't want 4 runes going to the enemy twice. Yeah, that's just not fun.
I mean, that is a goal lead that Detonators are having right now. I mean, 2K net worth lead at the 5-minute mark. That's quite a bit to have at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just the bounty runes right now because PA is not doing too bad. And the Puck is doing extremely well against the Queen of Pain.
Yeah,
even though-
you didn't think that would happen, right? You'd think the Puck would have a worse lane since the courier died. She got more runes than the Puck. And then you see Dendy's just outplaying this co-op pretty hard here. He has 10 more CS more than the co-op. So Dendy's doing a really good job in the mid lane, just recovering from what seemed to be a lost lane.
Yeah, having that courier kill early on definitely would have hurt him. But it seems to be that, he managed to recover from it and just outplay the Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain actually rotated quite a bit. I think, biggest problem for the co-op there was Benha tried to
Earthspray creeping to the top lane. They might plan to go here.
Earthspray is there. They are looking for a roll. They are trying to go on the PA. PA gets stunned up by the Oracle. The roll in from the Earthspray as well. He manages to blink up, but it's not going to be enough. And the PA falls down, and they will get the Lich here as well. Good rotation coming there from Happy Look. They were not expecting it. They just took the bounty runes. And I feel like the biggest problem there was none of these people contested for the bounty runes, and it allowed Happy Look to just pick up the bounty rune and later on rotate out as well because they didn't take a fight at the bounty rune.
Yeah, and they don't have enough vision of the Earthspray as well.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, they are trying to go on the Quap here. The coil is going to be used. It is going to be broken. The silence there as well. No, that is so unfortunate.
Oh man, that raindrop. The Cobx
Yeah.
raindrops there saving him so much there. Like, he was so dead if it were not for those raindrops.
I mean, it was just one hit
Yeah,
away. And
that's super unfortunate. Yeah.
for sure. And that was Dendy's first Dream Coil being used, so they know that the Dream Coil is down. Meanwhile, the Queen of Pain has his Sonic Wave up if he wants to go for rotation. Meanwhile, Doom rotating in from the side. Queen of Pain did get vision over it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he did,
Ooh.
and immediately blinks out. They don't want to go on the Doom. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so hard to bring down and not really worth it at the point.
Yeah, I think he's just too fast right now.
Yeah.
Like, even if you use the slow on the Quap, he has just Scorched Earth level 3. He's just gonna run away from you. And also the fact that you might get doomed yourself on Quap, and she's super fragile this early on, so it's a bit hard to just initiate on the Doom so early in the game.
Doesn't seem to be a lot of action because I think both teams are very farm heavy right now.
Yeah.
Then the Quap and the Puck who might be rotating. Everyone else is just very farm heavy. You have the Doom, you have the Enigma, you have the PA, you have the Troll. All these heroes are very farming. Even the Darkseid.
Yeah, I mean, he has Vanguard, he has Soul Ring now. The tower's almost down. Raven is actually in the bot lane. He might be gone.
Not sure what he was trying to do there in the bottom lane. And the Iron Shell is onto the Earthsplit Doom. Meanwhile, coming bottom, Scorcher is used as well as the Doom. They want to get this kill onto the PA, I think. Yep, he will leave the kill for the PA if the PA can get the last. Yeah.
There's a decent rotation coming in from the Radiant team. Like, knowing that if they do TP the PA there, they're gonna go on her. So, yeah, just utilizing the fact that the force rotations and get a kill out of it. Very, very nice coming from the Radiant team here.
So, Radiant Tigers managed to get their first kill on the board there. Dendi, meanwhile, needs to be careful, manages to dodge stun from the Oracle, and he's going to be A-OK. And the Queen of
in the top lane.
The Enigma with that black hole onto two heroes, the Troll as well as the Earthsplit get caught out. But are there any of them going down? Main Troll is blocked. Couple more hits away and he does get the double kill. Zephyr with the play on that Enigma. What a play. Solo black hole onto those two heroes, and he did not even care. He had no support. Meanwhile, the Puck managed to clear out the Oracle as well in the mid lane. That was a really good fight.
Yeah, that Enigma made, he wanted to use black hole, so he went to the top lane and he just got the perfect black hole with the Midnight Pulse, and yeah, he's super happy with that.
Because you are always a little bit afraid to use a black hole alone when you don't have someone else to follow up, because you might not have the damage. But he was very confident. He did manage to get his Midnight Pulse off, which means that he has that extra damage.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Cop is getting run down. The Enigma is waiting on the other side, expecting the Queen of Pain to blink, but
yeah.
I think if he had waited in the trees for a little bit longer, maybe.
Maybe. He's only level 1 Malphite too, right? So I don't think they would have easily got the kill since Quap had Blink the whole time. So it's whatever. It's like, okay.
And he pops the Regen Rune and he's back up, and well, if he's going to be onto the Quap, he's taking a fair amount of damage. Ooh. But he can actually turn around here if he really wants to. Oh, Midnight Pulse is going to be used as well. Quap taking so much of damage. He'll be forced to pop the sub.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he wants to just make Enigma use all of his spells so they can defend this tower. So he just tries to force everything out of the Enigma, and also maybe farm up some Eidolons. Yeah, I mean, tried. Yeah.
So bottom tier 1 was taken there by Detonators while all the action was happening top lane, and they are trying to trade with the top tier 1 and they will get it. So tier 1's traded. But meanwhile, this Darkseid has gone unchecked this entire game. He's so fat right now. He has Arcane Boots, he has Vanguard, Soul Ring at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Tigers get their first bout rune.
Yeah, I mean, congrats.
After missing 8 bounty runes, they managed to get 1. Was it just 1?
Yeah, was it? No, Dendi got 1, and just 1.
Just 1?
Just 1. And it's something, It's something. Yeah.
So 1 is better than nothing.
Yeah, and when looking at the PS farm here, she only has 2 Wraith Bands and a Wand. It's not something you want to see at level 10 on the PA, but it looks like they might be, like I said, they might be just pushing the towers now with Enigma. I mean, Enigma doesn't have mech. He got Helm of the Dominator, but it's still good enough to push because this creep is very, very strong. 1500 HP.
And Detonators really don't have that good of a team fight. I mean, they have the Cop and the Earthsplit, but other than that, Darkseid obviously has not picked up wall yet.
We see a Surge coming in.
Oh, he got the Lich kill? I'm not sure how that... Oh, the Iron Shell onto the Earthsplit. I think that's how they got the kill onto the Lich.
Yeah, just looking at where he died here. Yeah.
So
that's something you don't really expect. Lich. You don't expect the Lich to be all the way over there.
And rotating around, I mean, Lich rotating
might
around.
Go on the Doom here.
Doom getting shut down. He does get the Doom off onto the Earthsplit, but where's the follow-up? Where is the team? Dendi coming in, and the Sonic Wave onto 2 heroes. Dendi is in trouble as well. Doom will get taken out. Meanwhile, the coil is broken on the Troll. Troll falling down low. He does have his ultimate. And it was used, and they will get that kill onto the Troll as well. So Doom being traded off for the Troll, they are not too bad for them. They got a roll on 2, and lovely out there. Enigma is in trouble. He uses a black hole on nothing. Benner blinking out. What a blink there from Benner, expecting the Enigma to go for the black hole and immediately dodging it. And now Tigers are in trouble. They are chasing PA. Meanwhile, in the backline, he is trying to find a kill. Darkseid has fallen down really low. Meanwhile, Puck also waiting in the tree line. They are trying to go on the PA. PA is in trouble. Where is the support? There is no one there, and the PA will get taken on. Immediate tip. Oh, PA still survives. He managed to blink onto the Doom. Doom, meanwhile, trying to go on the Cop. Cop needs to be careful, and Dendi with that double kill. Getting the Cop as well. They do take out the Oracle. Detonators overstaying their welcome there, and the Dendi Puck goes the wrong way, but I mean, they're super happy with that.
Yeah.
They overstayed their welcome so much there.
Yeah.
PA got away. Dendi regen back all his mana. Doom came back into the fight actually.
Yeah, and I think the Dendi just played super well there. He got a 3-man orb into a 3-man silence, and he did so much damage with his right clicks as well. I mean, that was just a well-played fight from Tigers after that missed black hole. Like, you don't expect the fight to go that well after you miss black hole that bad.
Yeah.
But Dendi, pulling it back, telling his team, I got this, guys.
Always carrying the team on his shoulders. What a guy. And again, he's looking for a pick off here, standing on the high ground. I think the ward might have scattered out. No, there is no vision there.
Yeah, there's no. The Dendi has some vision so he knows they're not in the top part of the jungle. So he's just waiting for one support to come on this high ground. But it doesn't happen. So he just goes back and he starts farming. But right now, if you just look at the farm on PA, she's looking for her Battle Fury, which is, I think he really needs it to come back into this game. But the timing on the Battle Fury is going to be super late. He's going to be farming the entire time.
Don't you think a Desa would have been Omina mid lane? We might see a fight. Puck orbing in does not go on to the Darkseid. I mean, Darkseid is such a hard killer at this point.
Yeah, he's top net worth. He's so tanky. He almost has mech. It's gonna be ridiculous once he gets Guardian Greaves. Oh, we might see an engagement here. Enigma just sending his creep onto the high ground.
Range creep. Scouting things out.
Yeah.
But I think Tigers right now, they're going to be happy just farming up.
Yeah.
They only want to take a fight when they have the black hole up as well, just to ensure that it doesn't go super bad for them.
Yeah.
Because the PA doesn't dish out any damage at this point. And meanwhile, Lich trying to go on the Queen of Pain, gets controlled up. Cobx does have his ultimate, the Sonic Wave. Is he going to use it? And yes, it is going to be an easy peasy kill on Benha. They are getting that Lich kill using that Sonic Wave. At least that the Sonic Wave is down for a bit.
Yeah, it helps. I think that Lich death is not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we see a smoke right now. They might be able to catch out the Doom here if they are able to find him, but
I don't think the Earth Spirit Oracle is enough.
Yeah, the Darkseid is coming in too.
I still feel like Doom has a lot of HP regen to deal with this, and meanwhile Enigma walking in, I think they were expecting the smoke. Might have been scouted out with that ward there in the jungle.
Yeah.
And they immediately backed out. And
Enigma, I don't think he's scared right now. He has Hood, he has Helm of the Dominator, he has Arcane Boots. He's pretty tanky right now, especially if any magic damage hits him. He's pretty okay. He knows the Sonic Wave is not up as well, so he's pretty confident to walk in. He has Black Hole in 5 seconds. They want to take a fight now. Let's see if they do manage to take one here. Looks like it might go into a fight.
They are going to try. This might be a bad idea though. I mean, fighting near an enemy shrine is never a good idea.
Not the best,
And mind you, Enigma, no fear in the world. He was standing there alone when his team was not even nearby.
Not even close to him. He's like, come at me, boys. I'll survive. I have 10 stick charges too.
But probably they would have had to commit a lot to actually kill the Enigma just because he's so tanky.
Yeah,
probably why.
We see Dendi just going to the bot lane, so it doesn't look like they want to fight anytime soon. He does get his Blink Dagger, so he is able to take fights now pretty easily, able to jump on top of the Cobx, silence her before she gets any spells off. So that's very, very important for the side of Tigers to make sure you can get that initiation and maybe burst someone off before the fight starts, maybe even the Oracle if they can. But yeah.
The downside of this is Dendi is not going to be farming, right? Because you want to see that Midas pick up on the puck these days. You want to get that level 25 faster. You want your puck to be farming. You need to be more viable than just.
We see Enigma TPing in here, trying to stop the push.
Just defending for the time being, I guess, because we don't see. Actually, we see the entire team of Tigers rotating mid.
Yeah.
Probably expecting Detonators to commit more for the push.
Yeah, because the mid tower is just so important. They just thought, okay, this is the time they want to fight. And they think Black Hole is down or something, who knows. But I mean, this tier of players, they probably know that Black Hole is up right now, so they just avoid the fight completely. They're split pushing, they're letting Cop farm push out wave, they're letting the bot lane push out with Darkseer. So they're just, content on farming right now, and I think that's fine right now because they're already top 3 net worth. We see the Troll almost finishing off his Battle Fury very soon here, and once he gets Battle Fury, it's going to be super easy for them to, keep split pushing.
What?
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, Puck did. I don't think Puck had his blink yet.
Yeah,
if he did have his blink, I think Cop was just dead there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the super unfortunate getting the blink at just a little bit later than you thought.
Meanwhile, lines been drawn by the Earth Spirit there. They know that they are here.
Yeah, Invis Rune on the Earth Spirit, so he's going to be able to scout them
They
out.
need to be careful. There is no sentry scouting this out. He is going to be scouted out there by. Oh, actually, no, it's nighttime and they don't see the cop. Meanwhile, Doom gets spotted out and a lovely silence onto the Enigma with their ultimate from the Earth Spirit. Doom goes off onto the Darkseer, but that's going to be it. And the TP in from the Troll gets control of the Lich ulti bouncing around everyone. Where is the Enigma ult? Enigma is actually dead and they lose the Lich as well. And they are not able to get a single kill here. I mean, that fight was weird. As soon as the Enigma got gone on, they should have just disengaged. Like, cut your losses, let the Enigma die. Just because of the fact that there's so much of save, even if you go on someone. And they doom the Darkseer. That's not a kill that you're getting anytime soon.
Yeah, I think they just doom the Darkseer just so he doesn't do anything, any of the wall, vacuum shenanigans, Oh, when's he puck? Oh, just clearing the wave. But yeah, in that fight, I think it was a good initiation from Radiant team just to kill off that Enigma and fight near the shrine. That's just perfect for you, for what do you call it, for Tigers to kill off the Enigma. Fighting at the shrine wasn't the best thing, but I mean, they could get out after killing the Enigma, so they were happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. Detonators definitely happy with that fight. They killed off the Enigma and they got the Lich kill as well. Meanwhile, PA is getting gone on bottom lane. He will be able to blink out after the silence ran out, but the earn charge is on him.
Yeah,
they are not looking to chase.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Like, he almost has Battle Fury, so he kind of caught up. Troll, I think, just got his Battle Fury. Yeah, he's just getting his Battle Fury now. So PA getting his Battle Fury at the same time as Troll is pretty okay. She didn't have the worst lane, but you want her to get at least the same farm as the Troll right now, because top 3 net worth is all in Detonator's favor, and you need something to come back into this game. And I think PA is the only thing that you can, and obviously Black Hole. But, you can't only depend on one skill to win you the game. So you need some sort of backup, and that's the PA. And hopefully the PA can get enough farm to kind of carry this game, because this Enigma needs to land black holes perfectly every fight if they want to really win these fights. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on Zephyr right now for him to land these black holes.
And Tigers are putting a lot of pressure on this top jungle, trying to keep the Trolls farm in check, because they have been, even though they died on the top jungle, they have been keeping control of that area, so the Troll hasn't really been able to go into his jungle and farm up. One of the reasons that the PA was actually able to catch up as well.
Just playing in that top part of the map was what helped the PA, farm her jungle and not let any pressure go onto her as well.
And they always, like, if you're farming your safe lane jungle, you always have the shrine, so you have the supports who can come in as well. And PA is also not an easy kill to get. I mean, you need to commit a lot to kill a PA also. I'm pretty sure you need to commit a Sonic Web. You're not just going to kill him with just any other spell. So
and Greaves picked up by Darkseer right now. So that's very, very tanky Darkseer. And Runes being picked up 2 for each team. So, Rune game is back for Tigers. Yeah.
Tigers back in the game for the Runes. And Queen of Pain has actually caught up and he's way ahead of Dendi at this point. I think just because of the fact that he has been farming, even though Dendi has been trying to put pressure on the top lane, top jungle with his team. Meanwhile, Benha has been, just happy to farm, and then he got a couple of kills as well.
Yeah.
And Dendi really hasn't gone for a farming item. He spoke about him not getting the Midas. I think that's going to hurt Dendi quite a bit. And meanwhile, Zephyr might get caught out here. He does have the black hole, holding on to it for the time being. He gets gone on. Meanwhile, Doom is there on to the Oracle. Zephyr wants to try and fight this. The Darkseer is going to be there. He might get a black hole here. On to 3 heroes actually, and they might be able to clean up everyone here. Puck gets the Queen of Pain as well as the Darkseer, Oracle, and your Spirit goes down, and they will clean up the Troll as well. But no Troll with their ultimate going on to the PA. PA needs to be careful. PA almost falling down. No, the PA goes down. What? I mean, Raven should have got out there.
Oh no.
The greed was real, but
the tips coming in from the Troll onto the PA. Yeah, that black hole was really good.
Yeah.
That Earth Speed was so close to cancelling that black hole, but that creep, Yeah.
It kind of messed him up, but it was pretty close. And ended up being a 3-man black hole. And Zephyr, if you get a 3-man black hole, you just win the fight.
Yeah, for sure. So much damage, so much control, especially with a puck. Just going in, 3-man off, 3-man silence. It's just impossible to win a fight after that.
And we spoke about the chaos factor, right? Like, Doom went in with the Doom onto the Oracle.
Enigma might actually die here.
Sent a stun onto the Earth Spirit. It should be okay.
Vacuum.
The Vacuum is there onto 2 heroes with the wall as well. Earth Spirit rolling it onto 2 heroes. They might be able to clean up the Enigma here as well as the Doom. Doom needs to be careful as well. The pipe saving them up for the timing. Zephyr will get taken out, and probably going to be all she wrote, but no, he wants to fight for more. The Doom gets used up by the Queen of Pain. He's so tanky right now with the face boot as well as drum and the wound charges, but they are still dying for him. There is no TPs coming in.
Is there more chase?
No. Tigers, what are you guys doing? They are losing so much after taking such a good fight. They lose 3. Like, I'm not sure why they decided to push that, because Dundee definitely went away from that. They lost the PA. There's no damage on towers afterwards. The Enigma Islands is definitely not just enough to try and take.
I think that was just they shouldn't be there.
Yeah, at all. You used the ultimate as well, right?
I don't think they expected Detonators to be able to chase that far. Like, good, that was across the map. It started from the T2 tower to the enemy T2 tower. So I don't think that they were expecting so much to happen, but that gives a Roshan straight away to Detonators.
Yeah, I mean, Tigers are in trouble right now because with the Roshan, that means the Cop is going to have his second life, even if you black hole.
Oh, there might be another fight here.
Oh, Zephyr needs to be careful. Zephyr might get taken out here again. The Lich are bouncing across everyone, but who are they killing here? The Doom is there? No, he does not have the Doom yet. They will manage to clean up the Earth Spirit. Enigma goes down in the meantime. They will clean out the Doom as well as the Lich. Double kill for Ben-Hur on that Queen of Pain, and that might be a tier 2 tower as well. Puck, meanwhile, in a little bit of trouble.
Nah, she's okay.
Manages to orb out. Again, like, they knew that Roshan is happening, but how are you going to fight it? You have no ultimates to fight it. You just let them have it, rather than feeding them kills at this point.
Yeah, that was just a very bad bad positioning from Tigers. Just all of them staying on that high ground without any ultimates. Yeah, sure, they might have had, they knew that they were in Roshan and stuff, but I mean, you guys need to be careful when you don't have Black Hole and Doom. It's very difficult to take fights, especially when your PA is so underfarmed. Your Puck has 2 items, but it's not really enough,
Like, who is he killing right now? He can kill the Oracle?
Yeah, that's it. I think it's just Oracle. And even Oracle, if he gets his second skill off, Puck's not going to do anything to you. The Veil's useless. Because you don't take away all the magic damage. So Oracle can even save himself if he really needs to. If he doesn't, if he survives after the silence. So, yeah.
I think Tigers had a good decent start, not a good start, but they had a decent start with the draft that they had, and they took some really good fights. The Enigma Black Holes were really good, and the top lane and in the mid lane as well. But I think that throw in the mid lane is just definitely hurting them so much, because they lost Roshan and they lost a fight immediately afterwards as well.
Yeah,
it's hurting them right now.
Yeah, losing 2 team fights and a Roshan all in the span of like 5 minutes is a huge net worth blow. Like, they were coming back with that 3-man black hole, and we're like, oh shit, they can actually, take fights now. PA is gonna get farmed and they have a chance to come back, but it didn't happen because the sloppy positioning coming out from Tigers this game, and just taking fights without ultimates, and it's not paying off for them right now.
Definitely not working out. Meanwhile, bounty runes again. Okay, Raven picked up 1, so 3 boundary rooms going in favor of Detonators, just building up that net little by little. Maybe things might change after the PA picks up the BKB, might be able to jump into the fight, but Troll is definitely going to be a problem because he's much more farmed. He's going to be getting that set on home. There is a fight. The Doom gets gone on from the Queen of Pain. The roll in from the Earth Spirit misses completely. They still want to chase this though. The slow is not going to be their Doom. He's still holding on to the room. He doesn't want to use it because no one was ready on the side of Tigers to take a fight, and they will take down the Doom there.
Yeah, so Doom getting picked off, just not like this ward has been doing so much for Detonators right now. It's won them 2 fights and not 2 fights, 1 fight, and this Doom pick off right now. So
which allows them to take the tier 2 easily.
Exactly, it's giving them so much space right now. Doom does not have buyback for this too. It's gonna be very hard for them to defend without the Doom.
They are going on the tier 3s. The Frost Shield is going to be used on the tower, as well as the Midnight Pulse. Trying to defend this for the time being. Puck jumping in, clearing out the creep wave. Needs to be careful because they have nowhere to fight in this unless the Puck gets off a really good dream card here. Puck needs to get at least a 3-man.
Especially with
see him. Enigma is there, but he needs to be careful because obviously the Earth Spirit is going to be able to cancel it.
And he doesn't have Blink either or BKB, so he really does need to be careful. This Enigma not getting BKB this game is hurting them quite a bit. He can't really just walk in and Black Hole or even make them start on the Enigma. He can't really do that. Like, even though he is pretty tanky, he has the pipe, he has the hood, he's almost got his mech into Guardian Grease, but he doesn't have the freedom to just go in because they have their cancels that can still cancel him, right? I mean, the Yules from the co-op can cancel it even, so he needs to be careful if he doesn't have a BKB.
And the puck picks up the Aghanim Scepter. Decent, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's say the troll is going on you, and like you just scepter him, and you walk out, and he gets hit by the Aghanim Scepter. He stuns him for 4.5 seconds, so it's pretty good. You don't want to really get caught in that Aghanim Scepter puck out anyway. But still, it's I don't know if it's gonna be enough for these fights because
they're just lacking damage to fight because the PA has gone for a BKB now. He still does not have his best. So getting close to it though.
Yeah.
He has managed to come back. But meanwhile, the Tier 3 tower is getting hit by the troll. Troll gets Sinister, gets the Doom is going to be there as well. But the troll is not the one with Aegis. So this might actually be good for them. The puck jumping in. But where is the coil? And a lovely wall there from the Darkseer onto 3 heroes. They're not killing anyone. Enigma cancelling the black hole as well. This is such a bad fight for them. Troll, the PA needs to be careful. He jumps in onto the Queen of Pain, but he's dead as well. That's 4 heroes dead on the side of
none of them
Tigers.
have buyback.
And they don't have buyback. Immediate tips going on, going from Detonators there onto Tigers.
This is game, I think. They don't have buyback for 41 seconds and 30 seconds and 20. Like, they don't have anything to stop them from just, pushing and ending.
Oh, what a huge blunder there. I think they needed to fight it, but they need to be careful because they did not have buyback. They couldn't just rush in all in
I
there.
think that initiation from Lich onto the troll was not, something that they wanted to do. It's such a big goal because they didn't have buyback. If they had buyback, it might have been a good fight. Yeah. Like Enigma could have maybe bought back and then black hole or something. But even he misses black hole. There's going to be so many things going wrong for the side of Tigers right now.
It's going to be very tough. The next fight that they take, they need to win.
They don't have black hole for the next fight.
Yeah, exactly. Because if Detonators push here, game is just done.
Yeah, the Doom has his ultimate up in a minute right now. So, yeah, it's looking pretty rough. The Dendi coil didn't do anything in that fight, sadly. Oh no, this is looking rough. But the Troll has Satanic now, has Battle Fury, Sanjanyasha. He's just gonna run up, you're right. He doesn't really care about anything. He's just hoping that the Oracle's gonna ulti him and he's just gonna run in. The Earth Spirit's so tanky with the Spirit. Oh, they might actually fight
rolling onto the Lich. I'm not sure what the Lich was doing outside. This is so bad because they will not have the Lich ultimate as well. He uses it onto 2 heroes, but it's not doing anything because the Oracle does have his second skill, which is going to be used on the Troll, keeping him nice and healthy. And
now they don't have the Frost Shield to defend this tower too, so it's gonna be very easy for them to take this tower. And no Black Hole yet, no Doom yet. Doom is coming up very soon in 20 seconds, but is that enough? Can they hold 20 seconds?
10 seconds for the Lich, but he does not have ultimate, so it doesn't really matter. Troll getting controlled up by the Doom, at least for the time
They're
being.
cancelling Dendi's dagger for this solar with the Spirit Vessel here, and Dendi's taking so much
damage. No, he will get taken out, and he does not have buyback. Down for 52 seconds. I'm not sure why he was just standing there. And meanwhile, Doom is getting gone on by Skemalu as well as Ben, and they will take down the Doom. He does have buyback. Meanwhile, PA with the BKB jumping in onto the Earth Spirit falling down really low, but the Glimmer Cape onto him as well. He gets saved. Troll going after the PA with the BKB going after the Oracle. The Oracle does manage to disarm him, and they will manage to bring down the PA here. The crit onto Fly Solo. Fly Solo managed to get the Glimmer off, but the PA will go down. Triple kill for Ben-Hur on their Queen of Pain, and GG well played call. Velo going down here as well. That turned downhill really fast.
Really fast. That was not how you wanted the game to go. They made 2 very crucial mistakes. After taking that 3-man black hole fight, they just went mid and they threw that away. Then fine, you made 1 mistake, sure, they're taking Roshan. You go near the Roshan pit without any ultimates and then you die again?
That was just game, I think.
That was game, I think, from there. Yeah.
Because they knew that they didn't have black hole, they can push towers easily, and then they take another bad fight on the high ground. That was just basically it. So, anyhow, guys, that is it for the game between Tigers and Detonators. Hope you all enjoyed. Do stay tuned in. We do have more games coming your way from Cobx Masters. This is me, Terra, and Nightblade signing out.
Yeah, see you guys.